There have been two recent government announcements that have brought greater certainty for business planning purposes for registered providers. Firstly, the rent reduction policy that's currently in place, another 2 years running on that. And after that point, from 2020 onwards, there was a great deal of uncertainty in business plans, with registered providers not really knowing what to include in their plans. Some were including CPI flat, some were returning to the CPI plus 1%, and then stress testing against a CPI flat assumption. The recent announcement means that there's a further 5 years following the rent reduction. So from April 2020, there will be CPI plus 1% on rent allowed for 5 years, and that means that there is a greater certainty there for 5 years in business plans for registered providers. The second announcement was in relation to the LHA cap. Again, there's been a great deal of uncertainty on that over the last 2 years, with registered providers not really knowing how that was going to impact them, and that has actually been scrapped now. So again, that's given greater certainty on rent setting policy for the future. So CPI is currently running at a high level and has been for some time, increasing over the last few months to the highest point currently since 2012. And what that means is that, especially with the rent reduction in place at the moment for the next 2 years, rents will be going down whilst costs are increasing, and so especially on things like repairs and maintenance, this is putting pressure on providers' business plans over the next couple of years. Obviously, when the rent policy increases to CPI plus 1, there'll be a greater parity between costs and income, but obviously for the next 2 years, there will, with inflation running at such a high level, there is a risk in business plans that costs are outstripping income, which is why so many providers have had to introduce big efficiency savings into their plans. So we developed the sector scorecard BRICS report when the pilot was announced, and since then we have now adapted that sector scorecard report into a value for money metrics report, which is available to all our clients. And we've also done a benchmarking exercise. A number of our clients agreed to take part in this anonymously, so we were able to respond to the HCA consultation on the value for money metrics using our clients' data to highlight where we thought there were potential issues or things that could perhaps be changed. That BRICS report will be updated should the HCA change any of those value for money metrics, and it can also be adapted to individual clients' requirements if they want to have different metrics in there that they're going to use for their bespoke value for money reporting. That it will be a requirement of the standard once that comes in.